Alrighty guys, Dark Souls 3, only punching, let's go. First objective, remove the armor. We wanna capture that real boxing champion look. There are only a handful of options you can call punching weapons in this game, so we are pretty limited on that regard. Since we have the seamless coup mod working now, my brother decides to join me on the challenge. Little dark magic later, we pick up the Caestus. You know the one. And here we go, we storm in to face the first boss. While we beat Gundyr, I'm gonna give you a little bit of information. When playing together, the game is undoubtedly more easy, but all of the enemies' health pools have been increased to balance this out. Also, if one of us dies during the boss fight, the other one cannot return to the boss arena until the other one dies as well. Anyways, we beat Gundyr until he stops moving. Back in Firelink, it's the usual business, you know the deal. And so comes the first death of the run as well. Anyways, after that unfortunate incident, I stick the coiled sword. It's time for the high wall of Lothric. We double team the dogs, burn the abomination, grab the Estus shard and the gold pine resin. I also almost shit my pants when my brother aggroes the dragon when I'm not yet on the bridge. Luckily I'm a master and I escaped the stun lock beautifully. Talk about getting stun locked. Quick trip to Firelink to reinforce the Estus and more strength. After that we grab one more shard. We have an actual plan in our minds. More on that later. The early game is a breeze with any sort of weapon, but the enemy's health bars are only gonna get bigger. After grabbing the Estus shard and juking the big guy, we unlock the vital shortcut. Ward has probably seen all sorts of things, but I'm sure he's not seen anything like this before. First, the most cinematic resin apply, and it's time to start the fisting. These early game bosses won't give us a challenge, since we know how to maximize the damage and pretty much roll away from every attack. But things are gonna get harder and harder from now on. And also, when you have two stamina bars to work with, Ward really shouldn't give this sort of openings. Finally, we beat the life out of him. In Undead Settlement, it's the usual run past business. I gotta say that the Caestus have been working wonderfully this far, but the range of this weapon is absolutely abysmal. Also, big respect for this lady for enduring the beating. We also decide to leave the 3 Balzac guy for later. While bombing these dogs, we discuss our plans for the run. We agree to get our Caestus to +10 as soon as possible, and we know exactly how to do that. First things first, we grab this bonfire for later and take the elevator. When we get on top, we make peace with the giant and say hello to Michelin Man. It's time to handle the fire demon beast monster boy. You literally have to be inside him to hit him with this sort of weapon, so Seekward does most of the work here. We actually didn't even need to kill this guy, but why not? Of course you gotta do it. We are mostly here for the flinch ring, because we are gonna be rocking quite a light set for this whole playthrough, so the extra damage is really nice. Also the Colantry ring. That's a must. After that, it's time for the Road of Sacrifices. We collect even more shards, murder this guy, grab yet another shard, and absolutely abuse the Black Knight. Quick trip to get the Estus shard, and back in Shrine we team up on this NPC to get the heavy gem. Oh, that sweet extra scaling on strength. After that, it seems like a nice time to cheese the 2 idiots. We are probably not even gonna use the Halo set on this run, but why not kill this guy as well? It's also nice to witness my brother get squeezed to afterlife. Also, if you hate these lizards, try to do this with the Caestus. That's real pain. Also, be careful on this wall. Next up, it's time for our Abyss Watchers. The start of the fight is kinda unfortunate, since I get stuck on the fog wall. Second try we are back to business, and the Abyss Watchers are gonna get stun locked to oblivion. While the other 2 are busy fighting each other, I hit the riposte, and we are off to phase 2. Phase 2 goes just like you would expect. Just spam away, dodge, and hit the backstab. After jamming our fists into its body, the final Watcher goes down as well. After the usual level up, it's time to run through Catacombs. Make sure to grab this large Titanite shard from here. We also destroy the bridge with absolutely perfect timing. After watching the skeleton 1v1 the demon dude, we head for the Smouldering Lake. We are here to grab all of the shards, which there are plenty in this area. Also, after the big worm says goodbye, we take the undead bone shard as well. It's time to make quick work of this guy. Unfortunately, the quick work turned out to be a tedious battle against his fire attacks. Seriously, this guy's health bar refused to go down. After spamming for 1 million years, we were finally able to pull it off. That was sure a good waste of time and effort. Next up, Dancer. Oh brother, it's go time now. It's kinda strange. Even though I wasn't in the cutscene, Dancer decides to aggro me first. Dancer's moveset is quite easy to dodge, but with the Caestus, you have to get really close and personal to land the hits. When your attacks land on a 50% accuracy, that really makes things a little bit harder. After pounding her ass for long enough, she busts out another toy. And yeah, I don't know what the hell I was doing here. On the second try, we get her to low health, but unfortunately, my brother has died, so I have to finish her off alone. Luckily, I have the perfect tactic for this. Observe. Hell yeah, back together again. We are here to collect some Titanite chunks and handle business. We also collect these cool new ropes, which do look more like a towel. Run through the bridge, grab the undead bone shard, kill this dude, grab the chunk and another one and a third one. With these materials, it's time to upgrade Caestus even more. But we are still not done. You know why we're here. This place is also filled with all sorts of goodies we need, with the biggest one being at the end. Now we just need to deal with this guy. If I would try an hitless run or anything like that, Oceiros would surely be the one I'm scared of, since during this fight you cannot see anything and you cannot tell what he's gonna do. I mean, I rarely die on this fight anymore, but make sure you bring a lot of Estus. Another one bites the dust. We collect the path of the dragon for later. After that we head for the champion. This fight is always absolutely lovely and I enjoy every second of it. Although when there's two of us, he doesn't seem to know which one to hit. Damn, I always get caught by the ninja combo. Always. With this mod installed, Gundyr's health pool is absolutely enormous, so this fight actually takes some time, but I'm not complaining. Finally, even he has to bend down and accept the fisting. In the shrine we grab what we came here for. Also remember to collect the eyes of the firekeeper. Back in the real shrine, we make the tree jump again and trade the fragment into a Titanite slab. Heavy Caestus to +10. Hell yeah, let's go. Also, being a lunatic, I dump all my souls to even more strength. Back to the catacombs. We also realized that when using this mod, the amount of skeletons is doubled. So would you look at that? We run for our lives and head for Volnir. Have you ever seen this beautifully choreographed attack? And here is the rest of the fight. After that, with Pontiff's dog, we try this 1000 IQ move. My brother runs further into the bridge, waiting for the dog to spawn. I hit it to the critical areas. Unfortunately, we cannot yet head to Earthil, so we gotta head back for a little while. Yep, it's time for Sage. All this time we had this mini secret challenge in mind, that can we stunlock Sage to death on the very first appearance. Unfortunately, we could not. Bigger health pool or not, with this sort of preparation this fight was completely busted, and so were pretty much all of the enemies in this area. Next up, it was the usual run through this area. Seriously, I have literally zero business here. We also juked the giant, grabbed the sword ring, and abused one mimic while we're down here. Also, this guy gets a fisting of a lifetime. One shortcut later, we are off to fight the deacons. A luring skull to the ground and extreme fisting action. We thought that this fight would be kinda hard with the limited range we have, but it turns out to be an absolute festival of violence. With that victory, we decided to put on these beautiful crowns to assert our dominance over the land. It's finally time to slide to Pontiff's hometown. The damage at this point was beginning to be kinda busted, so we didn't face much trouble here. It's also nice that after playing this game for 84 years, you can still learn new things. Seriously, did you know that you can break that wall? Because I didn't. After that shocking revelation, we decide to head for the dungeon first. This invader tries to block our path, but he really should have thought that over. The dungeon gets the usual run through it all and get the hell out of here business, and after abusing another mimic and sneaking past the giant, we finally reach the profaned capital bonfire. Since Yorm is easy as shit, we decide to skip the usual trip to Firelink Shrine and head straight for the boss fight. Since the damage with any other weapon is equivalent to tickling, we do make the controversial decision to use the Storm Ruler on this one. Please don't judge us. We quickly run off to Pontiff to regain our honor. Also, these stairs can go to hell right now. It's time to see how we do against the mayor of the town. Surprise, surprise, it turns out that all that preparation was actually worth it. The damage is not gonna be an issue, just gotta be careful not to get caught by these attacks. Also, do not fall for these rookie mistakes. When Pontiff tries to summon his friend for aid, the clone arrives just in time for Wailing Town. They try to escape, but there is nothing to be done anymore. For ultimate humiliation, Pontiff dies alone in the corner to the poison my brother was able to inflict on him. We surely take our time to laugh for this farce. Also, since we are not powerful enough yet, we decide to take out Pontiff's dogs from the basement. Doing this, we get arguably the best ring in the game. Unfortunately, even that ring cannot help you with this climb. Next up, on the way to Anor Londo, we absolutely bully these Black Knights. Don't worry, they deserve that. We arrive to Anor Londo, say hello to an old friend, and head for Aldrich. If you noticed how many souls I have at this point, you can really see my confidence. Aldrich is used to devouring the gods, but even she isn't prepared to face two prime Mike Tysons. She tries to teleport to safety, but unfortunate for her, I'm already there waiting, ready to let the punches fly. And fly they did indeed. After that, I also try this funny trick for my own amusement. An absolutely cursed armor update later, we are after the king with no name. And oh yeah, there's also this dude. Yeah, there is nothing new to see here. During the fight, our suspicions turned out to be true. Since our weapons have literally zero range, the first phase turned out to be a much harder battle. In desperation, I also tried to attack his leg, but the damage was just It's a joke. Actually, here is the first phase in a nutshell. Also, for some reason we just couldn't get this guy to repost. Finally, in the second phase, there's one alluring skull for you. We fight valiantly, but it turns out that Nameless King changes aggro whenever he wants to, and that turned out to be the hardest part of the battle. And to his advantage, all the years of playing this game solo, we weren't prepared to focus on that. Especially my greediness got me caught on these attacks I normally dodge easily. 0 Estus, my brother gone. Here we go. When he charges the undodgeable attack, I decide to just go for it. Thank God that's over. After the fight I reward myself with a cool new hat. After reaching the Firekeeper, we head for the castle. There's not really much to talk about this place, so I just skip straight to the boss fight. But just to be sure, we unlock this elevator. I think it's safe to say that it's a surprise to no one that Dragon Slayer armor gets a beating of his lifetime. Seriously, his moveset doesn't really work against a build like this. Heading off to Grand Archives, we handle the Sage right away, take a dip, kick some ladders. I make sure to die once to calm my nerves. Double it and give it to the next one. Fighting these NPCs is normally super clean business, but this time it was just an all-out war. I don't know what happened there, but there were sure a lot of violence. After the elevator has been unlocked, it's time for the brothers to face the dear brothers. No matter what build, no matter what challenge, this fight is always something I enjoy. I'm also sure that Lorian is enjoying watching his brother get punched to death, and that he was indeed. We are off to the second phase, and I'm not gonna lie, on the second phase the damage was absolutely great, but we didn't get off to a good start. When they aggro my brother, I take the opening and swing my fists like there's no tomorrow. We try our best, but they still get the revive. Here we go again. But then I go in behind and get the stun. It's over, and they know it. Before the final boss, we have few things to do. Hit the final level ups. And you thought we forgot about you? Not in our lifetimes. I legit didn't know before this that you can pop 3 of these things before the second phase. That's nice. When we get down to business, the fight takes like 10 seconds, as you would expect. Here we go, the final boss and the run will be over. All of you who are watching this video, we salute you. It turned out to be quite helpful that I died to this boss 105 times during the last challenge, but still I got caught by this stupid spear attack. God damn it. Second and the final phase. Here we go. He proceeds to blow up the whole arena, and somehow we both get caught by the same attack. How is that even possible, I ask? Don't know. After that incident, we are surely gonna look out for that. Right? Third time's the charm. Okay, not fooling around. Finally we got it. And that is the challenge. We also get this super secret mega ending where you summon the Firekeeper, let her do her thing, and when you are able to move, go kill her. That provides us with this cool new cutscene. And with that, the challenge is over and the game is finished. If you're here watching at the end, I really hope you liked the video. And if you did, you know what to do. I see you in the next one.